Let's see if I can get this in. Hi, hello. Welcome in Nita VR Designs and Deflection. How are you guys? Hi, Charlene Hill. I'm just gonna wait for a few persons to come in so I can finish up this live real quick before my baby wake up. Alright. Let me put a pin message. Alright, guys. So I have Nightbot working in this live. So if you put too much emojis, it will time you out. So try to restrain from too much emojis or doing a lot of repetition and so on. If you want to drop your link, you can always put exclamation sign, stalker mom, but it does this every 5 minutes. Alright, so you can make some friends. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Shani, easy reflection, relaxation. Sorry, I'm awful with names. So yesterday I tried to do a live and I could not see any of my chat. So if you guys came yesterday, I don't know. I just see I see the numbers go up, but I just don't see my live chat. But I can see everyone today. I just want to finish up what I started yesterday, which is to know your fat. Welcome, blind guy, his wife, their life. Thank you for joining my live stream. It's a good thing I have night, but because sometimes I tend to miss a few persons just coming in. Remember to like, and if you have that community tab, people, share me out, because I always sharing people out, because especially when it has to do with lives, because a lot of persons don't go back to watch over an entire life. So when you share it while it's going on, it's much easier for a person to just come on over and join in. All right, welcome the right connection. Welcome in. Please share and like. I'm just waiting for just a few more persons to come in so that I can begin. I'm going to just do a recap of what I did yesterday and then go on to the next last two major points that I didn't get a chance to complete. Because if you saw my last live, my baby was up and he was all over the place. And I mean, if you're a mother or a father, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. When they are 1+, handful, I tell you, handful. He tried to pull down my ring light, pull down the laptop. So yeah, anyhow, it's not about that today. Okay, so people getting familiar and talking, chit-chatting. Alright, so I'm just waiting. See on my remote in the back here. Let me move my remote. See, this looks nice. I think I like my ring light. It gives a better, lighting. I can see myself clearly. Hi Judith, Capon. Welcome in, guys. Remember, as you enter, remember to like, and if you have that community tab and you can share me out, please do. All right. All right. So let me do a recap of yesterday, and then we can go in, the last 2 points that I didn't get a chance to complete. So what we discussed yesterday was knowing your fat. You have different things that contribute to abdominal fat. Thumbs up given, my friend. Thank you, Deflection. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Oh, hi, welcome, my Aussie Garden and Kitchen. I hope I pronounced that right. As I said, I'm awful with names. It is nice to see you, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to my live. Welcome, Natty Slim. Hi, how are you doing? I just saw you in another live. But that's what happened when you bounce around between different live streams, premieres, which I'm always doing. You always, buck up in familiar faces. And it's always great to actually buck up in familiar faces. And you're like, oh, this is my community. Anyhow, yes. So today I don't even change my thumbnail because it is the same topic that I did not get to complete. All right. And I really want to get this completed because, as I said, a lot of my subscribers, particularly my non-content creator subscribers, which I have a few of those, quite a lot of those, they have been asking me to do a live on abdominal fat, ways to get rid of it, and the causes of it, right? So I decided to do this live. Thank you, Jojo and Lala Vlogs. Welcome in. Make yourself at home. Guys, every 5 minutes, if you're in the live and you want to drop your house, you can just simply type. Let me put it in the chat. You can type. Okay, so you can type that, and once you type that, then my beautiful night bots will drop your link for you. But you can't do it like all the time. It's like after every 5 minutes. So if someone does it, you have to wait 5 minutes after to do it. Alright, so that we don't get too spammy over here. Welcome in, Forks and Chopstick. Thank you, my friend, for joining my live stream. Today is a very informative one that I want to finish up from yesterday. So it's a part 2 to a part 1, right? So I'm gonna get into it. Oh, I missed In the Lap of Nature. I'm so sorry. Welcome in the Lap of Nature. Thank you for being here. I am doing good. Forks and Chopstick. I am doing good. It's been a hectic few days because there are a lot of changes that have been happening in my life, but I'm trying my best to keep up with the content and with all my beautiful, great content creators. All right, welcome in, Blue Eyes. What up? Thank you for joining, chilling with Ali and Mali. Thank you very much. Good morning to you and welcome in. All right. Remember that it does help the stream, and if you have your community tab or I don't know, Facebook, wherever, you can share me out and get some more persons over here because I'm also trying to build that watch hour. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna continue. So yesterday we discussed abdominal fat. We spoke about three different things. We talk about bare belly, which is alcohol that can cause abdominal fat, right? It has a lot of calories because one single beer has about 150 calories, right? And it's more evident in men than women because women have more fat that can be stored under the skin than men. For men, it's more in the mid region, right? And it has to do with age as well. And the older you get, you put on weight faster, and you also tend to be less active. So it's just a recap. I'm not gonna say everything that I said yesterday. All right, welcome in, Riri World. Thank you for being here. Remember that thumbs up and to share me out if you can. All right. I also spoke about postpartum belly, which is belly that you can get after giving birth, right? It depends on how much weight you put on during pregnancy, how active you were, and also if you breastfed or not, right? And how fit you are after the pregnancy, right? I also spoke about the next area that can contribute to women are hard. Okay, let me dive in the chat for a minute. Like and share. Thank you very much, chilling with. Oh, that's Forks and Chopstick. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you, much love. Chilling with Ali and Mali. Oh, you're greeting someone. Okay, so continuing. So the next major one, which I think I went in a lot of detail, was stress belly. Stress belly, you have the hormones that comes about, which is the stress hormone. This hormone packs on the weight, right? So whenever you're in a threatening situation, a stressful situation, you have the flight and fight mode that I discussed yesterday. And this fight and flight mode, one of the main side effects is that you tend to take in carbs because the body tells the brain that, hey, we need energy to either tackle what is in front of us or get going, right? So then you bring in all that high carb food because you have the urge, you start craving it, binge eating, and so on. So we discussed all of that yesterday, and all that calories, all that fat, where is it gonna go? It goes to the thigh, the buttocks, and mainly to the abdomen region because that is where you know a lot of storage of fat. It's easy to store fat there, right? Thank you very much. Yes. Taco, where you get taco from? Yes. So I decided to talk about this topic. As I said before, a lot of my subscribers been asking me about this because when I've been through several different processes. I've been through pregnancy, I've been through stress, and I have had a lot of fat. The thumbnail that you see on my live is actually me. That is me when I had a lot of fat in my region, even in my back. If you look at the picture, you will see that I have some rolls in my back as well. That's all the mid region. I had a 36, 37-inch waist, and that is not pregnancy. I made a post yesterday on my community tab, and person will say, oh, pregnancy is so beautiful, mother is so beautiful. It had nothing to do with motherhood. That is not me being pregnant, that is fat, right? And I had to move from there because I wasn't used to it. I've always been active, but there are some point in my life that I wasn't so active, right? And I had to move from there to where I am today, right? Blind guy, his wife, their life is saying stress will affect you. Yes, it's good to find these ways of calming and de-stressing. Yes, and yoga, meditation, music, and so on are great way to de-stress the body. I recently today, I'm sorry he's not in here today, but he might join me. I saw an upload from Yoga with Goga. He had an awesome yoga pose that I wanted to try, and I actually tried it. I plan to upload it at some point in time because I was inspired by him to do it. I haven't done yoga in years. I haven't done yoga in years, and I don't have much time for it because I'm a single mom. Plus, I do meditation whenever I can. I am a business woman as well. I am a writer, which a lot of persons don't know. I haven't published my first book yet, but I'm hoping to do so before the end of this year. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing that doesn't accommodate. Plus, I have an active 1+ year old with me all the time. So certain things that I want to try and I'm unable to do it. But yeah. But if you live a stressful life, I don't want to, I tend to go off on tangent, So yesterday I actually made pointers in a little book so I don't go too much off tangent. But Papa, I don't know. I always tend to go off on tangents, especially when it comes to topics that I am passionate about. Okay, welcome in Panama City. Thank you for being here. Guys, I'm going to repeat myself again. If you want to drop your link, you can always drop it in the chat by typing exclamation signs Dr. Mom, and it will drop it for you every 5 minutes. All right. So let me continue. Wellness with Fuga Mama, and I need to say something to you. Fuga Mama, today I saw I'm always in your life, and I always see your thumbnail where you show before and after, but somehow it just never clicked to me that the person on the left is actually you until today. I was shocked. I was like, wait, isn't this Fuga Mama? It might sound silly, but I didn't realize that the person on the left is actually you. If it and because you show up before and then you have the after, I must compliment you on that awesome job. Continue doing what you're doing, because trust me, once you start where you start, you're gonna continue. That's the thing. A lot of persons say that I'm young, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that until when I get older. But that's not how it is. That is not how it is. You have to start early so that it becomes a habit. Because remember, you create good habits. Try to create good habits. Like so. Oh, deflection, no. It's every 5 minutes. So someone just dropped their link, so you have to wait 5 minutes more before you can drop your link. But to drop your link, you can just type, let me just put it in a pin message. Alright, to drop your link. Alright. Alright, there you go. Replace that pin. Okay. So that is how you drop your link. Exclamation signs, Dr. Mom, and then Nightbot will drop your link for you. East Daddy, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let me continue what I was saying. Alright. So stress. Going back to stress because I went straight off a tangent right there. But anyway, So stress, if you live a stressful life, whether it is work, relationship, whatever it is, you need to get that under control, because the stressor you are, your levels, your cortisol levels, which is just your stress hormone, will go up. And the higher it goes, it's gonna tell your brain that, hey, we need energy, we need carbs so that we can eat it, and then cut down your stress level, right? So eating on time is important. Eating healthy meals on time. Oh, and it also, and I need to point out this. I said it yesterday. It also reduces the part of your brain that says, okay, I prefer carrot instead of a cupcake. So you don't, you're not gonna crave a carrot. You're gonna crave something that has more carbs in there, right? So all of that fat, all of that extra calories, when you binge eat, you miss breakfast, and then you miss lunch, and then you're really hungry. So the best recommendation is, before you get to that hunger, that is, you get really hungry, eat something. That's why you plan your meals and you try to eat lunch, breakfast, and dinner. All right. So those are the three areas that I covered yesterday, and I'm gonna go in the next two areas that I think I have to touch on because they are important, which contribute to abdominal fat. All right. Good idea. Yes, deflect. Panama City, you have to wait every 5 minutes just to avoid spamming in the chat. It's set up like that. So after every 5 minutes, you can type that, and then your link will be dropped. All right. Same for Natty Slim. Once someone does it and it drops their link, you have to wait 5 minutes after before doing it, or it will not work. All right. Welcome in, Priscilla, Golf Advisor. Thank you very much for joining. I'm gonna continue. So then we're gonna go to the next point that major point that contribute to abdominal fat. You definitely know what you're talking about. Yes, Dad. I've done a lot of reading, a lot of research in the different areas of fitness and health, to be able to discuss it. I'm open to questions, and I'm also open to, an open form discussion, which I'm doing here. Guys, remember to share me out and to like. It does help the stream, all right? So continuing, so diet. I'm going to touch on diet now. I want you guys to bear in mind that these different 5 points that I'm highlighting, they are not standalones. They work hand in hand with each other. Same for fitness and postmortem and diet, or fitness and diet, and so on. You can have all three. You can be a drinker, a smoker. You can be stressed at the same time, right? And you not working out at the same time. So all of these things, work hand in hand. So I'm going with diet now and fitness. I'm going to do both of them together because I think that they work well together. You have some persons that they said, oh, I don't want to work out, but I'll do the diet. You can do that, you would still end up losing. If you're trying to lose weight, you'll still end up losing weight if you try to, you schedule your meals on time, you eat healthy, you cut down your calories and so on. But then again, you have skin. You have to think about your skin. And you ever see some persons lose weight and they have loose skin? It's the same thing. It's the same as when you get pregnant and then you have the baby and you have the stretch marks and you have loose skin and so on, because you lose that weight quickly. So dieting, I'd recommend, do not lose weight fast. Do not go for the quick fix, right? Do not go for the quick fix to say, oh, in 1 week I lost 15 pounds, and then your skin is unable to get back to that nice elasticity that it had, right? You do it gradually. You cut down your size. You try to eat healthy if that is your aim, to lose weight. The same for fitness. Uh, I'm gonna go back to myself because I use myself as an example because I want others to know that it can work. It's not something that is not just theoretical information I'm giving you. I'm giving you information that has worked for me. It has worked for other persons that I've recommended plans for as well. Uh, so I want you to know that it's things that actually work. I'm giving you that information, not something that you go Google and get some theoretical information on, right? All right. So going back to that, uh, when I had my baby, yes, deflection, gradually lose it is best. You lose it gradually and also try to pair it with exercise. The same thing, and I keep going back to pregnancy because that was something that inspired me to start this journey in the first place, right? But it's the same thing. It's the same thing that you follow. If you have on weight and you want to lose your weight, you pair it with diet. You start eating healthy, you eat on time, and you do some exercise. Because remember, guys, we're not back in the days, when we were hunting food and running from dinosaurs. I don't know if we were running from dinosaurs, but basically, we're not back in the days where we were doing more active labor work. We're not hunting anything. We're not working in the fields. We're not doing nothing like that. Most of us, we go to work and we come home. So we're not really wonderful and blessed. Okay. Oh, I see everybody just discussing. Okay, and greeting each other. Yes. So it's not back in the days when we were doing more hard labor and we walk into everywhere we're going. We hardly walk. We take public transport, we take the train, we drive, we go to a job that most of the times you sit for 8 hours, stand up to go for lunch and then you come back. Welcome in, Salito, Salina. Thank you very much for being here. Alright. So these are the things that you should bear in mind, especially now when you have a pandemic going on. A lot of persons are experiencing, lockdown or, quarantine. You're not as active as you would be. You're not going out much. You just go to work, you come home, and you do the basic things, go to supermarket and so on. So you get up and you do some workout, you do some exercise. It doesn't have to be, that's why I started this beginner series, guys. If you haven't seen my beginner series, it is a part one to a part three series, right? So I started my beginner series for persons who have been requesting for me to do it because they said that a lot of my exercise is a bit advanced, that so I decided that I was going to do a beginner series of persons who have thought of or decide that they want to start doing exercise. So if you haven't seen it, head over to my beginner series part one, and that part one will go for the entire week. So it's not just you do it one day, you do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday if you can. If you can't, 5 days for the week is good. And then you go to the next series, which will be my part two. Hopefully I'll be able to release that next week, and then you have part three after. All right, guys, so if you haven't seen it after the live, you can check it out. Yeah, so you have to keep active. You have to do something to ensure that it's a stressful time as well. And if you didn't know, exercise helps to relieve stress. Yes, it does. It helps to relieve stress. So you have dieting, you have controlling your stress, the levels of alcohol that you take in, you have whether or not you're recovering from a pregnancy, and you have fitness, right? So all of these are great points that you need to consider when you start your fitness journey, right? And you don't need any equipment more than so. Okay, I chip into my native language. Our main language is English, but we have a native language called pt2. I don't use it on here often, but yeah, I tend to chip in it sometimes. But yeah, so you have to consider all of these things. So if you're doing an exercise, because I've heard this person say that they're doing exercise and they're not getting the result. They're not getting the result. But then when you decide to do an evaluation on their fitness, you realize that they are not getting enough rest, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. They are not eating properly, and they're highly stressed. How is it you're gonna expect to get results? Because all of that is gonna work against you. If you're highly stressed and it's for a period. And by the ways, I'm going back to stress, guys, because stress leads to disease as well. I'm telling you, it leads to disease. When you're highly stressed for a long period of time, your stress level is sky high, and your body continues like a machine. It continues to create more and more stress hormone. And then when that peaks in your body, you know what happens? It start to it starts to leak into the circulatory system, and once it gets into the circulatory system, what happens is heart problem, stroke, and the list goes on and on and on. You can get high blood pressure and many other illnesses that happens. So when I tell you that you need to control your stress, we are all humans, we all experience stress, but try to reduce your stress level. It shouldn't be constant throughout the day, the next day, the next day. You'll fall down and die. Yes, that's where it's gonna lead to. And a lot of person that end up binge eating and gaining a whole lot of weight is because of stress. Because the body's natural reaction, the body's natural reaction to stress is to release this hormone. And then this hormone is gonna tell the brain you need to eat, and it's going to reach a stage where you just can't control your eating, you can't control your cravings. It's a natural reaction. That's how the body is built. So we have to bear all this in mind, and resting is important too. I can't stress this enough. Resting is important too, because if you're not getting at least 7 hours rest in the night, your muscles do not get the chance to rest. You have to rest it. You're working out, you have to rest the muscles. Alright? Have to rest the muscles. If you are not ready, and you have to know which category you fall in. For everyone that listening to me now, you should know which category you fall in. Are you stressed out? Your diet is not up to par. You're not getting enough rest. You need to know where you fall, and then from there you can pick it up. If you're not ready to do your fitness journey just as yet, because maybe you don't have the motivation, or you don't have the time. By the way, you need to find the time, because when people tell me, oh, I don't have the time to exercise, I say you're gonna have the time when you're in your deathbed. You're gonna have the time at that point in time. You're gonna have the time when you're in the hospital, or you're gonna have the time when you have a chronic illness, and then everybody is planning your funeral. No, you're not gonna have the time at that period of time. So have the time for what is important to you, and that is one thing that is important to your health, because your health is your wealth. You can have all the money in the world. If you do not have your health, you know what's going to happen? You're going to die, and all that money will go to whosoever. Yeah, and you won't have any chance to enjoy it. So your health is your wealth, guys. And you don't have to do something, right now that is strenuous or whatever. You can start at the beginning. You can start with something that is not too strenuous on your body. And you keep it going, because consistency is the key. Alright? So resting, reduce your stress levels, eat right, all of these things are quite important to lead your fitness journey. And guys, if you're not sure if you want to start right now, I recommend to do something at home, right? Do something at home that will help to make you a bit more active. Make you a bit more active. So say for instance, you go to the supermarket. What I did when I was pregnant, I couldn't do a lot of the exercise that I'm used to. So what I did was do stuff around the house that I did not stop cleaning the house. I still sweep, I still wipe, I still, fold laundry and do all of that, because that is also keeping active. When I go to the supermarket and, I drive in, there's stairs where I am. So I have to go, is either you take the elevator or you take the stairs. I choose the stairs all the time with my big belly in front of me. I chose the stairs and I went down and I take 2 bags from the car, went back up the stairs, went back down the stairs, collect 2 more bags. I did not try to take everything all at once. Thank you very much, Natty Slim. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. So you can do quite a few things around the house that will also make you active until you're ready to actually start your fitness journey. You can still do things to make you active. If you have a garden, you can go and water your garden, take your water and so on and water your garden. So there are quite a few things that you can do to increase your activity, right? To increase, remember, sitting at home watching TV and going to work and sitting on the computer, you're not getting much activity, and then with that you're gonna eat things that are calorie rich. Although I don't count calories, I try to stay away from. I'm not saying that I'm extremely strict, guys. Let me be real with you. I'm not strict. Sometimes I eat my Oreo. Sometimes I feel for some ice cream. I'm a lover of ice cream. I eat my ice cream sometimes, you know. It depends on how I feel, especially sometimes I just want something sweet, right? But I don't indulge in it. I don't eat an Oreo every day. I don't eat ice cream every day. I'm not a cake person, so you won't really see me eat cake. But you don't have to be extremely strict with your diet, but still avoid the fast food, avoid the oily food, avoid the junk, right? Avoid the junk. And the same thing that you think and say, okay, I want to ensure that my baby is good, and you want to give your baby healthy food. Do the same thing for yourself. Same for your hair. If you're with someone that takes care of your hair, and you put natural oils in your hair and all of that because you want it nice and beautiful, you do the same thing in your body, right? As I said, your body is like a world. Just as how we live in this world now, your body has all the different organisms, excuse me, and all the different organs that works together with different processes to get it going. Everybody has a duty, everybody have a role, a responsibility, and you yourself have a responsibility for your body to keep it going. All right, I had to discuss this topic. I have to talk about the abdominal fat, because a lot of person, they don't know where it is from. It is not just diet. It is not just diet. It's not just fitness. stress, fitness, it depends on where you are. It depends on the situation that you're in. I've been talking and I'm not going in the chat. Anyone have any questions in regard to what I've been talking about abdominal fat and how to get rid of it? Did I go into how to get rid of it though? Did I make recommendations? Yes, eating healthy, exercising, getting rest. Oh, another thing with scheduling your meals. Schedule your meals. Try not to eat in the night too, because in the night the body slows down, the processes slows down, digestion and so on, because now the body kind of going into sleep mode. So if you can avoid not eating too late in the night, it would be great. I know this is a whole lot of information at once, and you may not get everything all at once, but just try somewhere, start somewhere. Once you start and you keep going at it, you'll be surprised how easy it comes, how easy it flows, because you develop good habits. Try to break bad habits and develop good habits, and this is one of the things to develop good habits. So I have been rambling on. Let's see if I cover everything in this. I think I covered most of what I wanted to say. I wanted to say all of that yesterday, but I wasn't able to. So any questions from my beautiful subscribers? No questions? Let me see if I miss anything. Okay, I think I'm up to date in the chat. Yes. So let me continue then. I'm not gonna be here on for too long. I just wanted to discuss this topic with you. Alright guys, if there is any information or any addition that you want to add to this or to discuss, you can always ask in the chat and then we can discuss this, right? So because I believe that we have covered all the 5 areas that I think are main areas that can contribute to that abdominal region. And for men, yes, I need to say this, for men, if you're someone that enjoys, I know women do as well, but I'm talking especially for the men, because I know a lot of men tend to enjoy drinking alcohol. I don't have an issue with alcohol. I do indulge in it sometimes. Well, I haven't done so in a while, but back then I would occasionally now and again have a beer. But if you're someone that you're a beer lover, then and you just love beer, then I would say that you should go for beer light, less caloric beer than the one that you use. It might taste a little bit different, but it is the best thing for you. Alright. The mid region, abdominal fat is not easy to take off, guys. It is not easy to take off. When you're working your legs and you're working your arms, I think it's much easier to lose weight in your legs and your arms than your mid region. It's not easy, right? So if you can avoid it, avoid it. If you have it already and you want to work on it, then we can work on it, right? We can work on it. I'll be very active on my community tab, so I know when I will be posting polls and so on, so I know what you guys want and looking to for your fitness journey. And then with that, we can always get to where we need to get to. Alright. I appreciate you guys coming. I didn't plan to come off until an hour because I don't know. There's just something about me that unless I have to, I want it to go down to I don't know. You know, like you like even number and odd number. I like even numbers. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that is all for today. I just want to say if you haven't seen my last video, which is my beginner series, which is my first part 1 video to the beginners exercise that I will be doing for the next 3 weeks, then check it out, guys. Share, like, and you can leave a comment if you like. That is a good workout for beginners. Also, I will be coming with part 2 and part 3. So if you haven't turn on that notification bell, click it on. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you all for coming. Much love. I am gonna come off now. I still wanted to reach 1 hour, but it has 45 minutes. I'm thinking if I should come off now, I should wait until 1 hour pass. But I've completed what I have to say. And I think I'm looking to see if anyone have any questions in regards to anything that I said, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm not good with silent stream, you know. So if that is about it, then I will be just sitting here looking. Wellness with Frugal Mama, thank you. I see that you're still here. Much love. And my baby's still sleeping, so I think I might just stay until the 1 hour pass. Because the last one I did yesterday was 45 minutes that I rushed off because I couldn't see the chats, and my son was up and he teared down everything in here. Yes, he tore down everything in here. So I think I want this one to go to the hour before I come off. I'll be here. If anyone have any questions, you can always. And also remember to share me out, you know, guys, so that other persons can come join this discussion. Can join in on this discussion, eh? But remember to be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself, right? Oh, and if you are on Instagram and you want to follow, it is Miss Jamaica, Miss as in MZ Jamaica. That is my Instagram account. I'm on TikTok, but I don't really advertise my TikTok on here because I'm crazy on my TikTok. My TikTok is my crazy side. Alright. But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, and you can, if you want more information in regards to my fitness journey and you're not comfortable with, you know, talking here, you can always come over to my Instagram and we can discuss that. Alright. My next live, I would like to say when my next live will be, but the last time I scheduled a live, which was yesterday, it went awfully wrong, so I don't want to schedule any live. My lives are pretty spontaneous, but I'm hoping to do one for next week, if possible. I'm hoping to do one for next week, and that one, I'm not telling you the topic as yet, because I like to, you know, keep a little thing in the kitty first, and then spring it up. But I'll definitely, I'm excited for that one as well. I'm always excited for my lives. When I just started my life, I was, you know, I'm pretty shaky. No, I'm okay. I'm myself, and that's it. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna be on here for the 1 hour and then I get off. It is now 50 minutes and I'm waiting for 10 minutes before I come off. So if you guys have anything to talk about or any questions, we can discuss. If not, I'm just gonna be sitting here for a little while and then I get off. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. And Blue Eyes is hello, Blue Eyes. You're back. How are you doing? How are you doing? Zaza Ben, oh, you're in the house. What's up? What's up, my Zaza Ben sounding? I am here. I just had I am at the end of my live. I'm waiting for the 1 hour to pass because I think 9 minutes or so is left. But thank you very much, Zaza Ben, for checking in. Remember to thumbs up if you can. I just had a full discussion on abdominal fat, knowing your fat, and how to get rid of it. Because a lot of us, women and men, have been struggling with this. And I thought that it would have been a great topic to discuss. Uh, if you're just coming in, and you might have to catch the replay possibly. But thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And Blue Eyes, how are you doing? How have you been? Bless up everyone on the chat. Bless up to you, Zaza Ben. Bless up. How are you doing? You're okay. Enough blessings. I hope that you learned, because I think you were at the beginning of this chat. I hope you learned something today, because I'm always hoping that my lives contribute something to somebody, even if it's one person. So sore from doing 100 burpees in 10 minutes. Ah, awesome job! Woo, woo, woo. 100 burpee in 10 minutes. But you're going on well, man. Blue Eyes, you're going on well over there. Jay Hutchinson, welcome in. Hi. Oh, Zion, say hi, Auntie. Hi, Zion, my little cute nephew. Oh, I love him so much. Thank you for joining. I've just discussed, I think you missed the entire discussion, and I think you would have liked this discussion, Jay Hutchinson. We spoke about abdominal fat, knowing your fat, and how to get rid of it. My wife said I don't have belly fat. But if your wife said you don't have belly fat, then you don't have belly fat, Zaza Ben. But a lot of us have had it or still do. So it's awesome that you don't have it. Then you can get some abs. If you don't have belly fat, you can get some abs now, eh? I had my six pack before my little baby, and then my nice beautiful six pack went, but it's coming back now. Gonna go back to the beginning. Okay, no problem, Jay Hutchinson. I have a part one to this because this is actually part two. I wanted to do it in one live, but yesterday my son was up, and I scheduled a live, and then he was up and he was all over the place tearing down everything, and including my ring light. So I was like, I need to cut this short. So I decided to have a part two. So you have part one to go through and part two. Um, this video would be perfect for her. Yes, let her check it out. It's a lot of information, and it talks about post-mortem belly fat. That is, belly that fat that you gain after pregnancy. It speaks to stress belly that you get from fat that you get from stress. It talk about diet and fitness and bear, because bear belly. If you're a smoker, Zaza Ben, if you're a smoker, you're a drinker, it also speaks to that. So there's a lot of information. So if you didn't catch it from the beginning, or you didn't catch part one, check out part one and you check out part two. But I had to do this. This was a good life. I am here for the next maybe 5 minutes, and me not smoke. I didn't say you smoke, Zaza Ben. I'm just saying. For persons that smoke, I just call you out because you were in the last chatting, my last person that is chatting in my life. Oh yes, blue eyes. Oh, you're a smoker, but not anymore. I am 37 days smoke free. Congrats to you. Con- Who you talking, Zaza Ben? I can't me. It can't me you talking. Blue eyes. That is awesome. Continue the journey. Because trust me, one of my friend recently passed away, and it's the same smoking cause it. So if you can, you continue doing what you're doing to stay away from it. No more cravings. I appreciate that, brother. Stay away from it. It is the worst thing that you can do for your body, for your lungs. Trust me, worst thing you can do for your lungs. Juba Boost TV, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Remember to thumbs up. If you have a community tab, please share me out. Alright, guys. Although it is almost at the end. Although I don't know, maybe I stay 15 more minutes or 10 more minutes so that I can rack up little watch hour. You know how it is. But yeah, I don't know who you're talking to in Zaza Ben. But if you smoke and you drink, you do it in moderation, not the smoke. If you can totally cut out the smoke, stop it. If you drink, do it in moderation. If you have a one beer now and again, it's not that bad to stick to the serving size. But let me tell you this, I'm gonna repeat myself because you weren't here. One beer has about 150 calories. Yeah, so you can imagine 2 beer, 3 beer, 6 packs of beers. Yeah, and then you wash that. You're washing food down with that, because a lot of times when you're drinking beer, you're eating some hot wings or some pizza or something. So bear that in mind. Beer belly. It is a phenomenon, and it's prevalent mostly in men that is beyond a certain age, because as you get older, you're more easier to put on weight from calories and you're less active. So bear that in mind while you're drinking. Yes, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but and it's much easier to overdo drinking beer, or drinking not beer only but alcohol in general. It's easier to overdo it than eating an entire plate of food. I try to make beer my only carbs. My food choices are low carbs. Okay, awesome. Blue eyes. Okay, I get you. No problem, Zaza Ben, no problem. Blue eyes. Yes, I know that you do reviews on bears. I've seen quite a few of your content. But people drink beer than eat bread and biscuit. That's no good. Okay, people drink beer than eat bread. Oh, then eat bread and biscuit. Oh, yes, I get what you're saying. Yes, so you're packing more calories upon more calories. I get what you're saying. It's true. It's true. Say you're eating something that have a 200 or 300 calories, and then you drink a two beer. A 600 calories right there, no. So, and a lot of person they don't, they don't really think about that. So alcohol, trust me, it's easy. So, and then men now, I'm going to men too, because I'm gonna say this again. For men, they have they have less fat under the skin than women, right? So for women, it's easier for their fat to go on their thighs and their buttocks and their arms. For men, less likely. So where does it go? In the mid region. So careful over there, yeah. Shadeen Homestyle Cooking, thank you for coming. I am at the 1 hour, but I'm gonna maybe cut to 10 minutes or so, because you know how it is, right? Thank you for coming. If you need, by the way, guys, if you need to drop your link, please see the pin message. I have Nightbot working his ASS off in this chat. So if you need to drop your link, look at the pin message, and it will tell you how to drop your link. All right. Thank you for coming, Shadeen Homestyle Cooking. Anyhow, if you have any questions to ask, you can always ask in regards to fitness and fat, storing of fat and diet and so on. Whole new perspective. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you coming to my live stream, although I'm in the towards the ending of it. I might stay for a little while because I see more persons coming in. But yeah, uh, I think you're trying to put Help Nation Zazabin. You leave out my age. Help Nation all the way. I always put that hashtag. I'm all for health. I'm all for fitness, because our health is our wealth. Our health is our wealth. And when you start now than later, it is better, because it's better to develop a good habit. It's easier to develop a good habit than to break a bad habit. All right. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind while you're living and while you're doing what you're doing. If you haven't seen the part 1 to this part 2, please check it out. It's very informative, and I know that at some point in time, all of us have experienced abdominal fat at some point in our lives, either throughout our lives now or back in the past or sometimes. So know your fat, know the situation that you're in, and then you can know how to get rid of it, right? It is that simple. It is that simple. But I plan to have a bit more live stream, and the topics will be more centered around. I will still have my wellness lives, because that is for my wellness crowd. But I will also be doing a lot of more lives, giving awareness, giving information to my subscribers, especially my non-content creator subscribers who have been reaching out to me in regards to different topics and different areas of fitness, because I love all of you guys, but I also want my non-content creator subscribers to know that I appreciate them, and whatever information that you need to begin your fitness journey, I am here to help. I'm here to inspire, and I hope that at somebody, even if it's one, I'm still motivating those to continue to do what they do. Alright? I am eating too much now. Shadeen homestyle cooking, but you're always cooking these nice meals. But they say, funny enough, they say chefs. They say chefs that cook, they don't eat a lot because they're always around food. So my statement is not accurate at all. I don't know about you, Shadi, homestyle cooking, because I see a lot of meals that you look about, but I know that they say that when you're always around food, you don't feel that hungry. I don't know how true that is. And Zaza Ben, Health Nation Fitness. Ooh, up, up, up. Yes, Health Nation Fitness. Yes, I. That is one of the reasons I changed my name. And I had Abby Mom, and I know it's a long name, but the good thing about it is that even if you put Abby Mom in your search engine, you will find me. Holistic Living, I decided to change my name and put Holistic Living on it because I'm not just about fitness, I'm about overall wellness, right? Meditation, fitness, health. So it all falls under one umbrella for me. So I thought that it was a fitting name, right? But yes, back to what I was saying. Uh, you're if you're eating too much, how what is the cause? You need to know the cause of what causes you to eat. Is it stress? Is it that you're always hungry? Because that's why I said if you missed the first part of this slide, you should go back because the part one talks gives you so much information about stress and how it contributes to you eating and the urge for you to crave food, right? I'm not a chef who's just trying to cook. Trying to cook. I wouldn't say trying to cook. Shadeen. I wouldn't say try to cook, right? I would say, well, if you're trying to cook, I don't want to know what those persons are actually cooking. But if you're not a chef, I understand, but your meals look good. Anyhow, whole new perspective says I'm a stress eater. Alright, if you're a stress eater, you need to find a way to minimize that stress because in the end, the longer you stay being stressed, the more your stress hormones go up, right? Your hormones, cortisol, which is your stress hormone, will continue going up. And then as it go up, it will tell the brain we need energy because we are in a stressful situation. This is a natural reaction of the body. We're in a stressful situation, and then you're gonna be taking high carbs food to cut down that stress hormone. So look back and see what you get from that information, alright? Positive mind brings creativity. That is true. You're so right. You're so right, Zazaben, and I see your creativity in a lot of your uploads. Forks and chopsticks, are you still here? Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm actually at the end because I told myself I was gonna be on here for an hour. Okay, it's mainly when I'm at work. I lose it when I worked from home. Oh, I get you. So that means that your work environment is what is stressful for you. Then you would have to change that whole new perspective. You have to try a way to change that, whether to use meditation as a way of relieving your stress. You need to de-stress. So whatever that can make you de-stress, whether it's meditation, if you have tried yoga, music also is a good de-stressor. Alright, so try to de-stress. However, I will be coming off in like 5 minutes time. Thank you very much, Fox and Chopstick. I need to check you out um, to see if I'm up to date. I think I'm up to date, but I might maybe have one thing that I haven't checked out, but I'll definitely check you out to see if I'm up to date. All right. Thyroid causes it. Oh. Mm. Yes, you're right. Forks and chopstick cover is very good. You could try that. Pray. I, I appreciate the spirituality, but I'm not sure if prayer gonna work without the work. You have to put in the work and then you add prayer to it. So Shadeen, home start cooking. You need to get that under control. Alright? You need to get your thyroids checked and under control, and then you can use, once you get that under control, then you can fix your cravings, right? That's why I was saying that a lot of the illnesses that we get, they come from our diet or our years of diet that we have had in the past come all the way up. That's why when you hear persons, in their 20s saying, "Oh, I'm young, I can do whatever, drink whatever I want, eat whatever I want, um, not do much exercise," I will tell them that you'll feel the effect after, because you actually have persons in their 30s, young persons, getting stroke, getting diabetes, getting all these wonderful things that are diet related illnesses. And so age, yes, age have a way to play a role in it, but it's not like one time when it's just older folks getting these illnesses, not with the type of food that are out there and are available to us that we're taking in, the very convenient pop in the microwave type of food. Alright? Yes, I did. Oh, you're answering me, oh, you're still breastfeeding. Oh, okay. Shadeen, I like that, I like breast is the best. I'm not a nurse, but breast is the best. I'm sorry you didn't see the first part of this live, but let me give a recap though. For the breastfeeding is a great way, is a great way to lose weight. I spoke about postpartum belly fat is a great way to reduce that breastfeeding, because although they recommend that you take in 500 extra calories while you breastfeed, that goes just like that when you're breastfeeding, because the body is constantly in overdrive making milk and burning a whole lot of calories to make and produce that milk. And then when your baby suck, you're getting rid of some of that also, right? And it also helps to pull in your uterus, because when you have the child, your uterus don't go directly back to how it was before. So breastfeeding also helps to pull in that uterus back as well. I breastfed as well. My baby's breastfed throughout, and I also did exercise, light exercise, because they recommend that you put on 25, if you're normal weight, 25 to 35 pounds. But a lot of pregnant women don't put on that, because you're gonna eat what you crave for. A lot of times you're gonna eat what you crave for, and then when you eat for what you crave for, then you put on a little bit more. So if you put on more than what you're supposed to put on, then you have to take it off back, and it's not usually easy to get it off back. So breastfeeding is a great way to lose postpartum belly fat, right? Great job. All right. So I am about to end the live now. Thank you all for coming. I've been on here an hour and 14 minutes. So thank you everyone. I'll try my best to do another live sometime next week. Pairing, of course, I have to do my wellness live, but I'll be doing some of these lives as well for my subscribers that are specifically non-content creator subscribers who have been reaching out to me on social media and so on to give more information to different topics of fitness. All right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't seen my last video, which is my beginner series, part 1, then go check it out after this live, and I have part 2 and 3 on its way. All right. See you guys later, and Help Nation always. Much love. Appreciate you, and I will definitely